And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We're on the road today. We are here at Carter County Bank. Took a few minutes for the old Facebook to kick in, but it's in, and so we're here and ready to bring it to you. Show number 2482 on this Tuesday, April the 21st. Saying happy birthday to Tony Romo, former Dallas Cowboy quarterback. Let's see, Romo's having a birthday. How many candles on his cake today? Got lots to cover today, by the way. We've got, Romo is 46 today. And you've also got happy birthday to Tony Danza, 75 years old today. Can't remember the name of the show he was in, but it was a good one. Sitcom. And maybe Grabowski will know, or maybe you'll know, or maybe Andrew will know, or Tyler. But anyway, they got birthdays, but Romo's 46 today. NFL draft coming up. Talk about that. We got the NBA from last night. Got an upset. I think you would look at the Nuggets getting beat at home as an upset by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Also, the National Hockey League, we'll give you an update there. Busy schedule tonight in both the NBA and the NHL. Major League Baseball, the Braves are red hot, and so we'll talk about that. And so all that plus high school sports. We're here again at Carter County Bank. Going to be joined later on by the head coach of the undefeated Milligan University flag football team, Coach Ryan Witten. They ran the table at 20-0, heading off to the playoffs on Thursday in Indianapolis, so we'll have him on coming up here in just a little while. So let's get it started with the national anthem of the greatest country in the world, and that's us, of course. And let's see, what did it do? It did something wrong. Let's go back up here and put this where it's supposed to be, right there. All right, so got a little antsy, got a little fired up. I'm excited to be here again. We'll talk to our buddy El Presidente, Andrew McKeon's going to join us coming up here in a little while. Let's get it going for the national anthem. Here we go, and then we'll jump right into some Major League Baseball. Here it is, and here they are, the national anthem from Chris Stapleton on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight the rampart was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular upon spur, singing out, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Let's come out of the chute with that and come out of the chute with the Atlanta Braves. Wow. Red hot. Matt Olson, 3 RBIs. Bryce Elder struck out 6 in 6 2/3, and the Braves won their 6th in a row. 9-4 victory of the Nationals last night in Washington. Drake Baldwin added 2 RBIs. Ozzie Albies, Michael Harris, Dominic Smith, and Eli White each had an RBI for the Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr. hit by a pitch in the 4th and 6th innings before leaving in the bottom of the 6th. Braves said X-rays were negative. Acuna is day-to-day for the Braves. 4-game series, the second of 13 matchups between these two this season. Tonight, Ronaldo Lopez, 1-0, will go for the Bravos, and Foster Griffin will counter at 2-0 for the Nationals. Nationals in a stretch of 17 games in 17 days, so no time off for the Nationals, and the Braves will get them again tonight and that'll be a start time for the Braves at 6:45 in Washington. The Reds or other regional teams, Sal Stewart, the rookie, homer, doubled, stole a base, and scored twice. Reds beat Tampa Bay in Florida last night, 6-1 to get their fourth straight win. Stewart put Cincinnati on the board early with a two-run shot of the first inning. Right-hander Chase Burns will go over the Reds tonight against Tampa Bay lefty Steven Matz, who's undefeated at 3-0, and that'll go tonight, and the start time on that one will be at 6:40 in St. Petersburg. So the Reds win, the Braves win. The other regional team, or at least the one I follow, are the Orioles. They won in extra innings, a grand slam by the Orioles. They win at 7-5 and 12 in Kansas City. Other winners, Patriots Day win yesterday. Red Sox beat Detroit in Fenway. Other winners from yesterday, Houston, Miami, cooling off the Cardinals 5-3. The Braves, as we said, Cincinnati, the Cubs, Baltimore in 12 over Kansas City. The Dodgers beat Colorado, costly win for the Dodgers. We'll tell you about that in a moment. Toronto beat the Angels, and the Athletics are with Seattle. The Rangers off today, or yesterday, started series today with a rocker on the mound for the Rangers in Texas against Pittsburgh. All right, so your schedule for today. You have everything under the lights tonight. Houston at Cleveland, Milwaukee at Detroit. The Cardinals in Miami. Cincinnati, again, as we said, continue their series in Tampa Bay. Yankees and the Red Sox. Oh, boy, here we go in Fenway. The Yankees in first place. The Red Sox way down the list. And so they'll square off tonight in Game 1 in Fenway. It'll mean something, even though the Yankees are a much better team right now record-wise. It doesn't matter. It's still the Yankees and the Red Sox tonight in Fenway. Minnesota, New York. In New York. Mets back home trying to snap an 11-game losing streak in front of some, I would assume, some pretty hostile fans. You've got Philadelphia and Chicago again, Baltimore, Kansas City. The Pirates in Texas, as we told you. San Diego, Colorado, Toronto, and the Angels will get together in L.A. You've got the Athletics at Seattle. The Dodgers open up a series in San Francisco. That's two teams that don't like each other. And the White Sox will be on the road at Arizona. Your standings in the East, New York, a game better than Tampa Bay. In the Central American League, Cleveland, a half game better than Detroit. In the West, Athletics lead the Rangers and Evan Carter and the boys by a half game in the American League West. In the National League, the Braves with a 5-game lead over Miami. The Braves have won 6 in a row and 8 out of 10. The Reds lead the Pirates by a game and a half in the Central. And the Dodgers with only a 1-game lead over the Padres in the West. Dodgers have won 7 out of 10, but the Padres have won 2 straight and 9 out of 10. So, again, the Padres, they open up a series on the road at Colorado. The Dodgers will be on the road at San Francisco. So, Dodgers, again, losing closer Edwin Diaz for at least the All-Star break. Has to have surgery on his elbow to replace or to remove loose bodies in his elbow. Expect to miss around 3 months. Diaz, who was with the Mets for the previous 7 years of his career, one of baseball's best closers at the time, signed a 3-year, $69 million deal with the Dodgers in the offseason. So now he's on the shelf till at least the All-Star break. That's tough news for the Dodgers. And so Edwin Diaz on the shelf, the go-to guy out of the bullpen for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He'll have, as we said, elbow surgery and out for 3 months. That's big for the Los Angeles Dodgers, but look, they're deep. They'll go down on the farm, get somebody, or make a trade, get somebody. They'll be okay. Don't get your hanky out for the. Hello, Margaret Luttrell. How you doing, lady? And Johnny Markland. Don't get your hanky out for the Dodgers quite yet. I think they're going to be okay. We're live here at Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton on this beautiful, beautiful Chamber of Commerce Tuesday. It's gorgeous. And it's going to stay that way. We got warm weather, warm back up. Blackberry winter's behind us, and so the temperature is going to start inching back up into the 70s today, into the 80s by the weekend before we get some rain coming in here. So it's a beautiful time, the spring, in the hills of East Tennessee and Western North Carolina and Southwest Virginia. Tyler McCann's going to join us talking to the NBA. He also works here, of course, a loan officer here at Carter County Bank, and so he's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes. Break down the NBA from last night. My boys didn't do good. The Nuggets had a chance to go up 2-0. Now they lose, have to go back to Minnesota, tied at 1 apiece. And so we'll run down what happened last night, what's going to be going on tonight. We'll talk about the Defensive Player of the Year from the San Antonio Spurs, Wemby. He may get the MVP too. What a year that would be if he get both the Defensive Player of the Year and the MVP of the league. There's one of 3 finalists for that award. He's one of them. So we'll see. But last night he was named the Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA. And his team and he will take on, who they got, Phoenix, round 2. No, they got Portland, round 2 of the NBA playoffs tonight, or game 2. That'll be going on tonight in San Antonio. So quick break. We'll be right back right after this from Carter County Bank, where we are on show number 2482 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, our first guest of the day is, you see him on the screen, Tyler McKenzie. Supposed to do the Queens. What? Grabowski will do that. She'll do the Queens wave here in a little while. From our buddy from Carter County Bank. Hello, Becky Munson, Union County, to Margaret Luttrell, Patsy Lyons, Rick down in Pensacola watching. Thank you. So, NBA playoffs. First off, good morning. How you doing? Doing good?
Good morning. Yeah, things are excellent.
Crazy?
Things are excellent. Things
Yeah.
are crazy. Things are moving.
Yep.
So can't complain though. Everything's great.
Before we get into the NBA, tell folks what you do in your day job here, sir.
Day job. Yeah. Focus mainly on the business and commercial side of banking. So relationship manager for business clients specifically, whether it be cash management needs, lending needs, deposit needs, kind of anything banking related for businesses to make them more efficient and effective in making money and moving their business down the road. So
moving the needle.
Moving the needle. Yep. We like seeing, we love that personal relationship touch for our businesses. So we've got just a personal relationship with each and every one of ours, and we like to see and go along their journey throughout their business and watch them grow and watch them succeed. So it's a pretty cool thing, especially here in the Tri-Cities, Elizabethton area. It's nice.
Pretty gratifying, isn't it?
It is. It is definitely when you're with them from the beginning and you see them grow and you see how they expand and then them give back to the community and do certain things. It's good to know that you were kind of played a small role in that. So it's
The
nice.
butterfly in the cocoon kind of thing.
That's right. It is.
Walking with them every step of the way. So if they need your help, I would assume some would do. What's your number? How do we get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can come by here. I'm at the downtown location here on Elk across from Jiggy Ray's, or you can reach out to my office. You can go onto our website and find me there, or you can write this number down, 423-543-9023, my direct line to my office.
543-9023.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it. And breaking news, Billy Donovan out at Chicago
Really?
for the Bulls. Yep, just happened.
Wow.
Yep, you heard it here first.
Right there. Billy Donovan going for the Bulls. So does he come back to college? Where does he go?
Gosh, I don't know.
You know,
I don't know. How old is he? He's still relatively young. I don't want to say he's old, but he may be just being like,
40s,
what's
maybe?
You think? Is he that young?
I don't know. Let's look
I
and
don't know.
see. While I'm doing my homework to see how old Billy Donovan is, let's talk about the NBA playoffs. What happened last night?
Watched a little bit of last night. I'm more of hanging on to my late nights for Lakers games. But yeah, I've got Cleveland won,
They did.
Atlanta won,
They did.
which in a nail biter, just by 107-106, and Minnesota beat Denver
Well, as well. Billy Donovan 60.
60. An
He'll be 60.
analyst job maybe in his future.
Yeah, he'll be 61 Memorial Day. So
There you
he
go.
steps down after 6 seasons. So
Yeah.
he walked away. So, at one point the Tar Heels were trying to possibly be their Hubert David replacement, be Donovan. He said no.
Yeah.
And so Billy Donovan out. So at 60 years old, I would think you're probably right. The first step would be maybe broadcast booth.
Potentially.
And then wants to come back and coach. I mean, look at Patino. He's in his 70s, still going.
Still going. Yeah.
So Billy Donovan out as the Bulls coach just happened a few minutes ago, and Tyler McCann broke it right here on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
That's right.
On the cutting edge. So you look at the NBA playoffs, and you look at last night, you've got, that's NHL, my bad. Here we go.
I did watch a
We'll
little
talk
bit of hockey last night too.
Yeah.
Watched the Flyers play.
Yep. We'll take a look at the NHL coming up here in a little while, but all we got in before we have to take off. All right, so last night Cleveland goes up 2-0, the number 4 seed beating the 5 seed. They beat them by 10.
Yep.
Mitchell had 30. The Knicks and the Hawks get tied up. Atlanta, I would consider an upset. McCollum had 32 for the Hawks, and they beat them by 107-106, tied at 1. Number 6 beating the number 3 seed at Madison Square Garden. Is pretty big, isn't it?
Yep, it is. And I think that's a huge thing when you get into the playoffs is can you grab one of those away games? If you can do that, then especially in game 2, because then you're rolling into now they're going back to Atlanta on a little bit of a high here, and now you've really got some momentum. And if you can grab your 2 home games, then here we are. We're in the catbird seat, ready to upset here. That's I think is a very big thing because a lot of these teams they're doing a location change for their next game, so we'll see how the travel goes and how folks can adapt to playing a couple games at home, and then now you're back on the road and see how you can adapt to that, and especially if you're coming off of a loss, then that definitely plays a factor.
Nuggets, exactly what you're talking about. Lost home court advantage. They lost last night at home. 119-114. Timberwolves got them. Edwards had 30 for the Timberwolves. Murray had 30 in a loss for the Denver Nuggets. Now they go back to Minnesota, even Steven. So Minnesota's got a home court advantage now.
Yeah, and again, if they can't stop Edwards from hanging 30 on them each and every night, then they're always got trouble. But again, I mean, they're a seasoned team. I'm wouldn't be too worried about them. But again, it's all playoffs is a different thing. They like to play defense in the playoffs. So
tonight at NBA Game 2, the Celtics hosting the 76ers, that age-old rivalry. We talked about this on yesterday's show. Wilt and Russell go all the way back, then Bird and Julius, Dr. J, and now it's the Celtics and the Sixers here. Boston up 1-0. Tatum had a big game 1.
Yep, I don't. I mean, they're they win by close to 30 in the first game.
Well,
I think this will be a tester for the 76ers on what kind of how much they want to compete and if they're even going to make this thing a series or if the Celtics are just going to roll them throughout the whole series and get some early rest.
Game 2, the Spurs, Wemby named the Defensive Player of the Year, got 100% of the votes.
Yep.
100%. It's never happened before. Defensive Player of the Year. San Antonio and Portland tonight, Game 2 in San Antonio. Spurs lead at 1-0. Portland have anything for them?
Yep. I don't know. I think Spurs are playing good. We talked about this last week. Spurs are kind of on their starting to play a little better, and I think them coming in towards the end of the season, clicking. Again, it's always good when guys get these quick little awards going in. Just not that he needs confidence, but still, it's that recognition to know that guys, I am the Defensive Player of the Year. So here we go.
And he's won to the finals with MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He and Jokic and Oklahoma City. Is it SG? Can't remember his initials.
Yeah, always goes by his initials.
SGA? That doesn't sound right.
That doesn't know. Student Government Association.
Anyway, there's 3 guys. So what are the odds he can win the Defensive Player of the Year and the MVP in the same
Yeah,
year?
I mean,
Possible?
possible.
Yeah.
Why not?
Spurs tonight again, Portland. Then your team, the Lakers, number 4 seed, hosting number 5 seed again. The Houston Rockets, with or without Durant tonight?
Yeah, unclear. I think it's still up in the air. Didn't get a definite on whether or not he's going to be playing tonight, which one can hope that he's not. So I think if we can, Lakers are in survival mode right now for sure on just hoping that we can make it deep enough in the playoffs where we get some of our key players back with Luka and but I do think we've got some role players that stepped up. Kennard, a Duke guy, he stepped up big, hit some big threes, and again, if LeBron can get some penetration and have a couple guys to kick out to and create threats throughout the game, I think they've got a chance to keep advancing. I don't like they already called the game that we won an upset, so that's kind of not what you want to hear when we're the higher seed, but yet if we win, it's called an upset. So again, I think if we can win at home and secure 2 solid wins at home going in and not letting them get a road win on us, I think is big to where we can go in 2-0 as we go and travel.
That rubbed you a little bit. Did it rub you the wrong way? Being upset?
But again, like JJ said, Coach, he's like, everybody wants to play the Lakers. Everybody wants to play the Lakers. Everybody wants to beat the Lakers. So he knew that when he was at Duke, and now he's got experience in the NBA for that. So, again, we're in survival mode. If LeBron can just keep it going, for the record, not a big LeBron guy, but still yet, I think if he can keep things held together, and again, I think it's mainly role players. If our role players can be the glue, Marcus Smart, keep momentum going, do your job, get a win, I think we'll be good to hang on for our studs to get back healthy.
Is this it for LeBron as a Laker?
Can I say I hope? Is that a bad thing? I mean, I don't know. I think it's really his timeline. You also see the headlines as, we're seeing him play at levels that we've never seen before. So, again, if he can keep it going, and I think he'd like to continue to win. So that's a good mindset that you want to have as your team leader. But, again, I think if he can, how many folks get to hang it up after winning a national or winning a championship? So I don't know that that's really going to be in the cards for him, but I don't know. We'll see.
So realistically speaking, before I let you go, can the Lakers win it this year? Do they have the horses if those guys come back and they make a run?
When you asked me probably 2 months into the season, I was going to say yes. Now, I don't know. We'll see. Realistically, yes, I think they can.
There you go.
I think they can. Yeah, if we survive for the first 2 rounds, and I think we're good.
Who would you play in the second round?
I have no idea.
I don't either. So
we'll find out. Hey, one round at a time. Let's not rush it. One round at a time.
Let me look here and see. Kind of a guess here. The
Probably
Lakers are 4th seed.
Probably Minnesota.
Could be Minnesota or Denver.
Yeah.
So they're 6 and 3 seed. Lakers are 4. Houston's 5.
I was surprised us getting that a 4 seed. I thought we were more around a 2 or 3, but
I would guess it's Minnesota or Denver, and that's purely a guess. Well, it's got to be that or Portland, San Antonio. It's been one of them two.
Yep.
So
Got to be one of them. But again, got to take care of business.
Take one at a time. Yeah.
Take care of business.
Yeah. So there you go. By the way, Bucks coach says
Signed on.
Staying put.
Signed
I like
on.
that.
Hey,
Bucks
good.
average, that's
You
good.
know, good. Give the fans a little bit of comfort that you're not going anywhere for a couple years. What we just also get a Wake transfer.
We did.
I
I'm
saw
sitting looking
that.
at it. Yeah.
He seemed like again, and at our level, I mean, if we get two of those kind of studs and just horses that we can, you know, in our at the level we're at, you know, that's what you need to win a SoCon championship. I think, you know, you don't, and you know, we don't need we just need one or two, maybe three guys that can. But yeah, the Wake guys seem pretty.
Marcus Marion, 6'9", 225 from Denmark. Averaged 1.5 points, 2 rebounds a game in 20 games for Wake Forest coming down. So
1 point a game, that ain't bad. We'll expose him. We'll let him get some opportunity out there.
yeah, see, he had trying to see. Okay, his best game was against Texas Tech. So anyway, this kid's coming over, but Brooks Savage says I want to play, or rather coach the Bucks through 2028, 2029. 23-11 last season, 61-40 in 3 years.
There we go. Again, I said that he would win a SoCon championship within the first 3 years. What year is he in? Is this
Third.
So we're going into his third year. All right, well, it's his time. So
No, he's going into his fourth.
going into his fourth. All right.
Yeah. So
last year was the year. All right, well, I was wrong. It's close. Still doing good.
they won the Southern Conference regular season
Yeah,
championship.
that don't count.
That don't count.
No,
And played in the Southern Conference tournament championship for the second time in 3
second
seasons.
time 3 seasons. You
So-
know, we're getting there.
Yeah.
But again, a couple missing pieces I think we can get. And again, I think futures. I love Brooks. I love when I was working there. I loved working with Brooks. He's a great guy, great family man, good coach. So I think he's, again, we just hang on to him a little bit longer.
Well,
Be good.
we all know that ETSU is, and all the schools at this level primarily are stepping stone. You can stepping up or stepping down.
Yeah, and that's
So he
across
said-
administration, across
Sure.
players, across kind of all levels.
Yeah.
So
So for him to say, I want to stay put through, what do we say, 2028, 2029, another couple of years,
yep,
it says a lot for ETSU.
it does. It does. Well, is Mac ever going to get out of the G League?
Why don't they give this guy a chance? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't understand.
I don't know. He's made somebody mad.
I mean,
You would
seriously.
think. I mean, I don't know
seriously,
what
the
other
guy-
reason there would be.
We're talking about Mike McClungme. What more does this kid have to do? He scores at a unbelievable clip everywhere he goes. They say his liability is his defense, but there's a lot of guys that
Come on.
NBA can't play defense.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the passion he's got alone that states I'm not going to go overseas and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, because he could at any point. I'm going to stay in the G League and grind until I'm a staple in the NBA. I mean, that alone, I think, is what any coach in any organization wants to hear out of a player. So, again, I don't know. I just want to get your thoughts on
Doesn't
it.
make any sense to me, but you got to go.
Got to go.
And I appreciate
Kiwanis Club of Elizabethton. Go get them.
Kiwanis Club of Elizabeth.
Yep. Going to our meeting.
We spoke there a couple of weeks ago. Had a good time. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're here live at Carter County Bank. Mr. Grabowski's due to join us coming up. Talk a little PGA. Then top of the hour, we got our El Presidente coming, and later on, Ryan Witten, the undefeated Milligan University flag football team, ran the table, 20-0. Heading off to Indianapolis for the playoffs on Thursday. He joins us later in the show, right here live at Carter County Bank. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit.
Drug Center, Health Mart Pharmacy. Tell me about that. Why does that help the consumer in the community shop?
Yeah, the Health Mart is a group that whenever pharmacies buy drugs, they're able to contract with small pharmacies and get us purchasing power the same as a big pharmacy would be able to do, like a big chain or something like that. So basically all our prescriptions that we buy and anything over the counter like medicines, braces, glasses, really about anything, it lets us get cheaper prices. That is good for us and good for our customers, because a lot of people think coming to a small pharmacy you may have to pay more for prescriptions or over the counters, but if anything, it's cheaper here.
Yep. It's not the case. It's cheaper here. Hours are open, again, at Lingerfield Drug Center.
Here Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 12.
How do we find you on social media?
On Facebook is Lingerfeld Drug Center.
And you know when we'll ask you, the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
Health Mart Pharmacy. There's a sign hanging up there. Lingerfield Drug Center, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show, graduation, Mother's Day. What do you got for us here from the Jewelers Bench?
We have lots of stuff, Tom. We've got Pandora, we have watches, we have E. Newton, pearls, diamonds, diamond earrings, you name it. We got it.
Yep. Birthstones.
Birthstones.
Year-round birthstones, of course. Pearls, you mentioned watches. So they run the gamut, graduation, guys and girls, and certainly for Mother's Day. Liberal layaway policy. Tell us about your layaway policy.
So put it in layaway, make a down payment, and then as long as you're making a monthly payment, we give you typically as long as you need.
Mm-hmm. So graduations, Mother's Day, right around the corner. Stop by here. Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
And how do we find you on social media?
Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbench10.com.
And the phone number is 423
542-5600.
There you go. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports. Tom Taylor Sports Show, your jewelry needs for Mother's Day and graduation right here at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who showed up. She's our golfing buddy. This is Catherine Grabowski, who works here. We go back, gosh, how many years we go back? Long time?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Okay, so she was 12 when she started the bank way back in the day. So how long have you been with the bank?
I actually just hit 15 years
15
in March.
years.
Yeah.
So she started, she was 18, so you can do the age. So she is a young lady who works hard here at the bank. Tell everybody what you do now. So
I'm a relationship manager assistant, which basically just kind of gets the loans on the commercial side after the boys get it ready, and I take it from approval to the end stage, basically.
The boys, hello, Jimmy Stout down in Atlanta. How you doing, sir? So the boys get it ready, and she takes it from there. So there you go. And so we bring her on to talk about golf. She's a PGA follower, fan. So we just came out of the RBC Heritage in Harbortown. We have an off week. Next week we go to Florida. What was your take on the Masters? Been by a couple of weeks, of course. What was your sentiment?
Oh, I really liked it. I really liked it, especially with Rory winning like 2 times in a row. So I was thrilled. It was a really good tournament this year.
So does that put him in the talk as one of the all-time greats to win it, the Masters back-to-back? Or to win Masters at all, I guess, but to win it back-to-back?
I think there's only been like 4 other people ever. So, yes, very good.
Tiger, Mickelson. Oh,
I
who was
want
the
to
third?
say Jack Nicklaus.
I was going to say Jack Nicklaus and the what? The Zurich Classics this weekend. Did you know that in Switzerland? I did not know that.
No.
So, but the PGA that we're following is in Florida next week because she's our
The
PGA
30th
girl.
is Miami.
That's it, down in Florida.
Yes.
So the LIV PGA. All right, so they came out today and said the LIV is drying up. The Saudi Arabia money is probably going to end this year. Some of the guys are coming back. What, Brooks Koepka?
Yes.
She's teaching me names. I'm trying to learn this. And Bryson DeChambeau. Did I get it right?
Good. Yes.
Thank you. So Brooks coming back. Reed's coming back. I gave you the story. So Brooke is, what's he going to do? Let me see what we got here. He says,
He's going to have to be a good guy for a while.
he has to be a good guy. He has to forfeit Brooke Koepka.
Brooks.
Brooks Koepka, I'm sorry. The O is silent. Brooks Koepka has agreed to forfeit any player equity shares for the next 5 years. He won't be eligible for the $100 million FedEx Cup bonus program this year. And he also said at the PGA's tour request, he agreed to make a $5 million donation to charity. Pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
I guess put his money where his mouth is. Reed couldn't come up with a new contract. He's going to come back to PGA on August 25th, and his contract expires over there. So the LIV, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, is on the verge of pulling its funding. So, 5-time champion Brooks Koepka and 18 Master champion Patrick Reed left before the season. They want to come back. You're a PGA purist. Okay to bring them back or not? What do you think? They left us. Do we let them come back or not?
Well, my opinion is probably I like the way Brooks plays, and I feel like he's good to watch, so I like him. Patrick Reed, I have kind of a different opinion on, so, I mean, I feel like,
Okay.
He's also suspended.
He is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It'll end on August 25th.
25th. You're right.
He can go back to PGA.
He'll go back to PGA. He is suspended to the 25th. See? That's why we have her on. So I have mixed emotions. If you leave me, why would I be so anxious to get you back? But then you bring back the caliber of talent that certainly Koepka brings to the table.
Mm-hmm.
It enhances the PGA. So I see both sides. So what do you think the PGA will do? Because they were kind of up in arms. All these guys bolted and left. They didn't like it. I don't blame them. Now they want to come back. They kind of, I wouldn't say they're crawling back, but when you make a $5 million donation to charity at the PGA's request, you're not crawling back. But what do you think? If you were the PGA head honcho, in this case head honcho Ed, you being a lady, so what would you welcome them back? Would you say we'll make you sweat a little bit, or what would you do?
Definitely make you sweat a little bit, because honestly I feel like, in my opinion, in the beginning when Liv started, it was kind of just a matter of time before they just didn't really have the same structure or anything as PGA, and I feel like there's, like, you're playing and, like, there's music, and it's like you don't really have as much to, like, strive for as much as you do on the PGA Tour.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the PGA is pretty much where you'd want to be.
It's kind of like the granddaddy, right?
Yeah.
And this is the up-and-comer. And now the up-and-comers won't go away. So the
Yes.
Middle East money that's in behind the LIV, as she calls it, the LIV, is going to go away. It looks to be at the end of this year. So you'll see who are some other guys over there that would be possibly be coming back, because I'm not sure who even went to the LIV.
I want Bryson DeChambeau to come back.
He was one of them?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Who's another one?
We had Sergio Garcia,
Mm-hmm.
Cam. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his last name. He's Australian.
Don't look at me, because
I know.
no, I'm out.
But I
left
mean,
field.
honestly, there was like a couple like good people that I really liked, and I think that was probably the worst part. Is you always want to see everybody like play together, and it sucked that they were like separated, so you can only see certain people certain times. So
they're coming back more than likely next year.
Yes.
So who right now on the PGA Tour? Obviously, McIlroy's hot. Who else is playing really good golf right now, and who's struggling right now, in your opinion?
obviously we have Scotty Scheffler. He's usually pretty steady, honestly. I think he actually last week when they were in Hilton Head, they were actually doing a playoff, and he almost won it too. So I think they both ended at 18 under. He's good, and I mean, I really kind of want Oberg to come up a little bit more. I like him a lot. As far as struggling, it's always my favorite person.
And that would be?
My Jordan Spieth.
Jordan,
I'm so sad about it.
Jordan's having a bad year, not doing real good.
Well, he's coming up slowly. I feel like he's getting there.
Yeah, he's coming.
We don't ever give up on him.
No matter what he does, he's going to be okay. Jordan Spieth.
Yes.
What about Thomas? How's he doing? Is it Jordan Thomas?
No, Justin. JT.
JT, how's he doing?
He's all right. He's kind of in the middle of the pack. He did pretty good. I think last year he won the RBC, if I'm remembering right. Don't quote me, though.
Andrew McGeehan coming up here in just a second to join us. So, wrapping this thing up, Tiger Woods obviously messed up. They're trying to subpoena him now for his prescription records, see what he's taken, how often he's taken, what was in his system when he crashed. He has left and went to Switzerland, didn't he? And that's where he's over to rehab.
Yes.
That's where his ex-wife is. So that may be a.
That's fun.
Oh yeah. So she's over there, and so anyway, he's over there. You let him come back. If you're the commish of the PGA, what do you do with Tiger Woods?
I think Tiger kind of has a pass, like, all the time to a certain extent. I mean, he is great. He's GOAT. So, I mean, but at the same time, he's obviously struggling a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So would you let him come back or not?
Slowly.
Slowly. It would be for me, it would be a prove me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump through some hoops. Here's what I want you to do in your rehab. Do this, this, and this. Once you get to this point, then we'll talk. But just to automatically go, come on back, everything's good. I don't see that. I don't think that's fair. So.
Well, he's also getting older too.
He's
so
getting
he might
older.
Slowly phase out.
And he's investing, as you should. He's spending a lot more time with his son, who's going to be a pretty good golfer, it looks like. So.
Yes. I'm excited to see him play.
Yep. Catherine Taylor Grabowski, ladies and gentlemen, in the house. Always a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
You've been 15 years celebration at the bank. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when she was a teller. She's worked her way up. She does a great job. So she keeps, as she said, the boys in line. So who do you work directly with? Mr. McCann?
Yes, and Tyler and John Wagner.
John Wagner. So
as everybody knows.
Yeah. His nickname is Wags, right?
Well, for me, it's Johnny Wags.
Johnny Wags. There you go. So she does a great job. So they get it rolling, and she comes in behind and helps to kind of seal the deal and get all the behind-the-scenes I's dotted and T's crossed, so things will run smooth. It's busy right now, too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Very much so.
We
It's
like
kind of
that.
stayed that way, which is a good thing, I guess.
We love it. We like it. We like it. All right. Thank you for love. DeChambeau, says Lisa Baker. I didn't know she knew anything about golf. So, anyway, she putt about the best she can do. I was told by her husband. I don't know. She does goofy golf. Mediocre is what her husband told me. So, anyway, thank you for coming. What's that say? Listen?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's kind of neat. Got a little tattoo that says listen. I like. Is there anything on this arm? A little rose. Okay. So, I'm not going to ask. We'll take a break. We'll check Andrew McKee for tattoos coming up next, too. We're live here at Carter County Bank right after this from the Eagle Center Antiques Shop here at the Eagle Center for the spring and summer.
Hallelujah for spring and summer, right?
Right.
So we have a lot of things for your home to add to your decor, both indoor and outdoor. Pictures, pillows, mirrors. We have furniture. We have all kinds of Easter decor, all kinds of gifts for Mother's Day coming up after that. So it's a wonderful place to shop. I have 48 vendors, and they keep things moving, keep things fresh, bring things in all the time. We have old things, new things, all things in between.
Where do we find you on social media?
We're on Facebook under Eagle Center Co-op and on Instagram, Eagle Center Antiques.
Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday,
Things tell a story.
when people no longer can.
Our great sponsor. Come downtown in Elizabethton and shop. Think spring and summer at the Eagle Center. Be loyal, buy local, and buy at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports, the Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
Huh, I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins & Company, great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, look who's joined us, and we're glad. So, hello to Jason Blevins. How you doing, sir? We got baseball Thursday night. Indians are coming to town. They're pretty good. They're 24-4, and so the Cyclones lose last night 12-6 to Tennessee in baseball. And so they play Boone tonight. Really, I'd have to sit down and crunch. It would appear to me to be for, let's see, we have 4 losses. Tennessee has 4 losses. Boone has 3 losses, so if the Cyclones beat Boone and Gray, it would put together a 3-way tie. This is it for us. I don't know if these other teams got any makeup games in the league or not. And then the tournament will start next week. So it's a biggie tonight, I guess what I'm trying to say. But we will have baseball. It's a non-conference game, final game of the regular season at home Thursday against Dobbins Minute. Audio and video, 4:45 airtime, so we're looking forward to that. And we'll talk about Randall Birchfield Real Estate Auction.
I'd say Mr. Blevins might know how to break down that tiebreaker for you.
He would know that. Yep. He's a pretty sharp guy.
Yes,
so
he is.
I'm glad Jack's back, too. Jack pulled that hammy, and he's back, and that's a good thing. Softball yesterday, the Cyclones lose to Unaka. And tennis won yesterday. Both guys and girls beat Johnson County. So soccer plays tonight, so it's busy. We're winding spring sports down. Getting ready for the tournament, all the sports. Hello, Lynn Huff. How you doing, lady? So you look at baseball, and you look at, we sat right here on this show back in February, and said, okay, Strider's out, Swallenbach's out. It's iffy about this one, iffy about that one, what we're going to do. And you look up, and it's the best. It's either the first or the second best ERA pitching staff in majors.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
The way they rolled them out there, and they've got one of the best records in baseball, too. They played really well so far, the Atlanta Braves have, so I'm a happy man.
Bryce Elder.
Yep.
6 strikeouts and 6 2/3. Olson had 3 RBIs. Baldwin had 2 RBIs. Albies had a ribby. So did Harrison Smith and Eli White. So Ronald Acuna got hit twice. X-rays negative. He's day-to-day. So they got Ronaldo Lopez tonight, 1-0 against Foster Griffin, 2-0 in Washington against the Nationals. And you're right, they're one of the best teams in baseball. And when you look at the division, the 2 you thought were going to be good are stinging it up right now. The Phillies are struggling, and the Mets have lost 11 in a row. And they're hoping when Soto gets back, he's going to turn them. So can one guy turn you?
They're going to dig themselves a big hole. I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, Soto's a tremendous player, but I'm kind of enjoying the Mets' misery right now.
Yeah. They spent a lot of money. They got not much in return, but it's early, but still. When you lose 11 in a row, you dug yourself a pretty big hole to dig out of. I mean, you got to really play some great baseball down the stretch to pull yourself up and hope some other guys along the way, like the Nationals and the Braves and the Phillies, would not do well.
Well, that and, you got, 3 wild cards or whatever now, so there's more room. But, you got the whole National League Central that's above 500 right now. So there's a lot of and 3 of the 5 in the National League West. So there's a lot of teams playing good baseball, and the Mets aren't one of them.
No. The Braves have won 6 in a row, 8 out of 10. I'm going to pull up the standings here real quick. That way we can talk about it because it is the Reds are red hot. They're in the Central, of course.
They're leading the Central.
Mm-hmm.
The Brewers are in last place, who a lot of people predicted them to win the Central. So
here we go. Let's take a look at the standings. We'll start in the National League, which is my league. So you got the Braves 16-7, Marlins 5 out, Nationals 6 out, Phillies 7.5 out. The Mets already 8.5 out.
Yeah.
That's a big hole to dig out of, sir.
It's early, but they can do it.
Reds lead the Pirates by a game and a half. They are 15-8. Cubs, Cardinals, and the Brewers in that order. The Brewers at 12-9 in last place, only 2 games out. Tells you how good the Central is.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's very competitive division.
Then you look how good the Dodgers are, 16-6. Right behind them are the Padres. They come in at 15-7. Padres have won 2 in a row, 9 out of 10. The Dodgers have won 7 out of 10. So those 2 teams clearly the best 2 record-wise in baseball. That's a pretty good division already.
It is. And Mason Miller for the Padres he shortens the game for you tremendously.
They're already talking about, can he win the Cy Young as a relief pitcher? I guess he can, but it's a long way off to that. But I guess you could, couldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, he's only given up 1 hit so far. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't expect him to carry that through the whole season, but
it's pretty impressive.
If he's dominating like that, then it's very easily I could vote for him.
Yep.
Not that they care what my opinion is.
All right, so Dodgers, Padres. I'm trying to look at the best record percentage-wise. The Reds, the Braves are right there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like that would be right behind.
Like right behind the Dodgers.
Right behind the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's the Dodgers, Braves, and Padres, the top 3
Yeah.
in the National League. Let's go to the American League, see what they've got over there. Yankees, 13-9, game better than the Rays. Orioles, the Red Sox, and the Yankees start a series tonight in Fenway, so Red Sox are 9-13, 4 out, won't matter. It's the Red Sox and the Yankees that hate each other. We know that. Yankees are 13-9, or let's say a healthy respect one for another, or maybe a healthy dislike one
There
for
you
another.
go. I think that'd be better.
Yeah, I don't know if hate's the right word, but nonetheless. So then you go into the Central, which is kind of a mediocre division. Guardians 13-11, Tigers 12-11. Tigers spent a lot of money all season.
They did. They were expecting to make a push and really have a chance. And, it's early, but they could. I mean, they half game back.
Half game back, yeah. 12-11 on their record.
Yeah.
Then the Rangers, off yesterday traveling, started series back at home tonight against the Pirates. I'll check the rotation. They will not see Skeens in this series, so the Rangers will have Rocker on the mound tonight. They're behind the A's by half game. Who'd have thunk the Athletics would be leading the West?
Yeah, I know. They've got a lot of young talent, though. The Oakland A's do. A lot of good hitters.
And the Astros are dead last.
Yeah.
9-15, and there's the Angels right in the middle. So you got the A's, the Rangers, the Angels, the Mariners, and the Astros.
You got to figure the Mariners are going to make a run at some point. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of talent there. I mean, I would think Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez will not hit 180 the rest of the year.
No, I wouldn't think so. They're 10-14 as a team right now, the Mariners, and 2.5 back. So the Dodgers lose Edwin Diaz last night. Elbow surgery coming up. He'll be out through the All-Star break. Guy just signed a 3-year, $69 million contract. What do you think about that? Is that big hole?
Oh yeah, that's a huge hole. I mean, that's what the Dodgers had that was everybody's hope last year was that their bullpen would allow them to beat them, and they signed him to shore that up, and now he's got loose bodies in his elbow.
Yeah. Loose bodies, which means I guess there's things floating in there. They got to cut them out, take them out. So that just sounds kind of scary to me. So
exactly,
throw the ball. There's loose things that are bouncing around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever have loose things in your elbow?
I did not until I really don't now. They put those 2 screws in it 2 years ago, so I'm tightened down.
Has it been 2 years?
It has. August will be 2 years.
Remember though, he called me and said, "I can't be on the show tomorrow. I fell and broke my arm." I thought you were joking, but you weren't joking.
No.
So. Anyway, he's back, and I mean, can you feel it? Does it?
No, it's good. I mean, if I play 18 holes of golf or something, towards the end it hurts a little bit, but I can still throw baseball. With Nathan. I can shoot basketball with Nathan. I can go play golf with either one of my kids and make it through it. And
so cold weather or wet weather doesn't bother?
It didn't seem to this year.
Well, cool.
If this winter didn't hurt it, it should be okay.
It's going to be all right.
At some point, they said there's torn cartilage in there. At some point, I'll have to have another surgery to clean that up, but we'll wait as long as possible on that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I sit and sign my name on checks and documents back there. I think we can hold out.
Yep. We'll ride that wave for a while.
Yeah.
So the NFL draft's coming up on Thursday. All right, round 1's on Thursday, round 2 and 3's on Friday, rounds 4 through 7 will go on Saturday in Pittsburgh, where it's going to be. So I'm reading about the Steelers. All right, your boy there, Aaron Rodgers, has still not told him whether he's going to come back and play next year. All right, so you got volunteer workouts going right now at the Steelers this week. You have 2 guys in camp, Mason Rudolph and Will Howard. Okay, So you got the draft in 2 days. You got the 21st pick. Simpson may be there, the quarterback. When you get to your turn, you don't know yet. So, but the Steelers, all right, so what do you do? Number one, I'll see, as the president of the bank, I'll see what you would have done at this point if you're the Steelers brass. But here they are, and 2 days away, they got the draft. So do you get a quarterback thinking he's not going to come back? Do you go ahead, because you got other needs on the team, go ahead and go, okay, we're hoping he's coming back, so we'll go get a running back or linebacker, whatever they need. Or you go, uh-oh, we don't know, we better go ahead and get us a quarterback. I mean, so he's holding his team for the second year hostage. If you're the Pittsburgh Steelers brass, what do you do right now?
If I was leading the Pittsburgh Steelers, I wouldn't have waited around last year. I mean, but we're not privy to all the information, so maybe he had told him, look, I'm coming. I just want to play this up, and I'm going to string it out, but I'll be there. And I don't know, he may be telling them that this year behind the scenes. Look, I'm planning on being there, but if they don't have anything definitive, you have to build your team starting Thursday night for what you have.
Yeah.
And if he's not a part of your team by Thursday night, I would cut bait and move on. But that's just me.
But I'm right there with you. We drink out of the same cup.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, so I've tried to look at both sides of this. I'm thinking, okay, what is it he's waiting on? I mean, the guy got paid big bucks, double-digit $1 million last year for 1 year, had a mediocre season. They're 0-3 since 2022 in the playoffs. They're 0-6 in the playoffs since 2016. So they're not going anywhere. They get rid of the coach. Tomlin's gone. So Rodgers, I mean, if you're sitting in his shoes, me and you as Aaron Rodgers, I mean, what are we waiting on? Either you is or you ain't. I mean, I don't know whether it's the tea leaves or the way the sun's going to hit the sundial. I mean, what is it? It's going to make him finally make a decision. He's done this everywhere he's gone.
Yeah, at this point, he should know one way or the other if he's going to play. And if he can't make up his mind, it's okay.
Yeah.
Let him decide that.
We'll make it for you.
Yeah. I mean, for one team, yes. The Steelers can say, listen, we're moving in a different direction. They've seen Will Howard practice. They know what he's capable of. If you feel comfortable with him, ride with him. If you don't, draft a quarterback.
Draft. He is not the quarterback of the future with the Steelers, obviously. He's got, 1, maybe 2 years left in the tank?
Well, he hasn't been good for the last 3, so.
Yeah, so Aaron Rodgers, who will be in the Hall of Fame,
he's
a
a
phenomenal
first ballot
career.
Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
But at this point, he's not.
He's not. And he's holding a team hostage for 2 years in a row, which I'm really surprised the Steelers, and you're right, we're not privy, but I'm really surprised the Steelers are letting him jerk him around. It's like either yes or no, real simple.
Yeah.
We got to move forward. And even if you tell me tomorrow night, at least you're going to give me a chance to do something. But going into the draft, I have no idea. Now, he may have said something since I went on the air, but when I left the house, he has still not made a decision. If I'm the Steelers, I would have said, okay, you jerked me around last year. This year, pick a date. Valentine's Day, March 1st, March 15th, drop dead deadline. Either we don't know by then, or we're going to go ahead and make the decision before you move on. But they're letting him still drive the bus. Can you win with Will Howard, Mason Rudolph?
Not with Mason Rudolph. I think we've seen enough to know that you can't do that. I mean, he's been around for a while. Will Howard, we haven't seen anything since he played at Ohio State. But he seemed to do pretty well at Ohio State. But they've seen the practices. They know. But there's another veteran out there that you can plug in behind them. I just don't. I think I've seen enough of Mason Rudolph to know I don't want him to be my starting quarterback.
Yeah, he's not the guy that's going to take us to the promised land.
But I also sit at a desk in a bank instead of making $1 million decisions for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's it. So, but Rodgers didn't lead him there either. So you got to look at it that way. This is the guy. If I'm right, did he lay in a room naked for a couple of weeks trying to decide, and he kept sliding? I know it's. I know
he
that's
was
what
sitting
it was.
in the dark. I don't know about
whether his clothes or not. But
yeah.
But he was. I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah. But anyway, he was in the dark in a room for weeks. They would slide the food under the door for him, and so he laid there trying to decide whether he's going to play or not. I'm thinking, I don't want this guy leading my team. He's got to lay down in the dark to decide he wants to play or not. I don't get any of that. But I'm from West Virginia, so I don't get it. But
our bodies have never taken that beating of being an NFL player either.
That's true. So it's easy for me to sit here and say, but the Steelers got to move on one way or the other. Either include him into the fold by what he says or doesn't say, or go get a new quarterback. So we'll see. The conventional thinking is my team may actually make a good decision. We'll see. They've been known to do stupid stuff, but in theory, number one pick will be Mendoza from Indiana going to my team, the Raiders. So we'll see. They've already signed Kirk Cousins to try and groom him and bring him along, which is not a bad move, I don't think. So your team is the Titans, aren't they?
I don't have an NFL team. I just
Okay.
kind of watch. I always tried to keep up with Jason when he was there, and then I just whoever's got the most UT players, I try to keep up with. I'd like to see Juwan Jennings sign somewhere. Some of these UT guys, I like for them to do well. There's fewer and fewer UT guys. I mean, they rotate through so much anymore. It's hard to get invested in any of them.
Mm-hmm. You're right. And so they move in, move out pretty quickly. We were talking yesterday off there. I mean, I was at lunch, and we were talking about the new transfer rule in high school sports. And so July 1st, it's going into law. It is going to be a law. Coming July 1st, you'll be able to transfer middle school once, high school once. And so I got to go back and read it. Is that once in their career or once a year? I'm thinking it's once in their career.
I would think so. If it's, I mean, if it's once a year, then that rule doesn't do anything for anybody.
Yeah. So I don't know. So the governor signed into law. TWSAA changed their bylaws last week to incorporate what his decision was. So starting July 1st, you'll be able to transfer middle school or high school to the school of your choice. Up to this point, you had to give a limp reason. Well, academics is not good at this school, or I've been bullied, or whatever it's been. Now, when you're really going to transfer for sports, well, now you just come right out and say, we're transferring to go play sports at this other school. So your thoughts on this?
I mean, obviously, I would like to see kids, focus on what they can, as far as academics and everything. You don't want to see any kid feel the need to leave one school for another. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So, I mean, I don't like for kids to just jump around, but who am I to say?
Here it is.
When you don't have kids, you sit in the restaurant and you say, man, my kid would never act like that in a restaurant. And then you have kids and you're like, man, my kid's that kid,
That's it.
So it's hard to say what families are going through, what the dynamic is behind the scenes. It's never good. You'd like to see all these teams just, stay true freshman through senior, but you just don't know. Like I said, until you have kids and you're there and you're trying to fight that battle or whatever, who knows?
I think it'd be very difficult to be a coach, really, because you're counting on Andrew and Tom, and then between July 1st and the start of the first day of school, I think that's the window you can make that change. Well, where's Tom at? Well, he's over there now. Well, where's Andrew? Well, he decided he's going to go over there now. So, and that's what these guys, these coaches, I think are going to be up against, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, but you say it all the time when you're talking about the team success. They're 15 to 18-year-old boys, and they're trying to figure out a lot of other things in life besides school and academics. I mean, they're trying to figure out how to take the next stage in life. Hormones and everything else that you're trying to learn. You remember what it was like. I can't imagine what these kids go through with the technology and stuff that's in front of them, the phones, the constant. When you and I were growing up, if you had a beef with somebody, I had to wait on my sister to get off the phone, so then I could call my friend and tell him I was mad at him. So now they've sent 18 texts in the time that it would have taken my sister to get off the phone.
Yeah.
So I mean, these kids go through a lot, and I can't say what I would do if I was their age. I would like to think that I would handle things differently than some of the things my kids do, but who knows? I mean, these kids are just, I don't know, they're inundated with information and technology nonstop, and I wouldn't want to grow up in this day. I'd go back to high school in a minute if I could go back the way I went through high school.
Absolutely. So you look at it here in closing that, they talk about college being the wild, wild west. To a certain degree, high school may become the wild, wild west. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean,
so,
the way the rule reads, it can. I mean,
yeah. So,
but who knows?
Yep. But I would think it'd be very tough to be a coach because you're planning on these guys or these girls in the sport in which you coach, and you're hearing rumblings, and all of a sudden they're not here, and you go, okay, Andrew's gone. He was my linebacker. Now I got to go find a linebacker, and then Tom was my tight end, and he's gone. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, to make it official, the rule starts July 1st of this year, goes into effect. Transfer eligibility, one time as a middle schooler, one time as a high schooler. So we'll see how that goes. what is going on at Carter County Bank? You guys hopping?
Yeah, we are. We're staying very busy. Like Catherine said, there's a lot of things going on. We have meetings every Monday and Tuesday, just different things that we talk about. So today we had my sales team on the call, and everybody from Boone to Irwin were saying that things were going well. They're seeing a lot of phone calls. People, I'm not happy with my bank, or, obviously we're trying to reach out to people that bank elsewhere and just let them know what we can do. You never want to talk bad about another financial institution. I think that's a terrible sales pitch to say, Tom's bank's no good. I need to tell you why I can be better. And that's the sales pitch you want to do is, here's what I can do for you. If your bank can't, give us a shout. If your bank can, by all means, I appreciate the loyalty that you show to your bank. And, just keep my card around it forever if you ever need to talk. Because, like I said, we have great financial institutions in this town, and I'm not going to trash any of them. But, here's what I can do. And if you see a way that we can fit a role, whether we're your primary bank or your secondary bank, give us a shout. We'll be more than happy to talk. Let's go eat. I love to eat a burger. Let's go have a burger and let's talk about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we've had a burger down in 2 years.
Yes, sir.
We can get back over to Boone too. I can get back to Boone. Get close to football season. The Mountaineers.
Yep. See what's going on over there. It's a happening place. There's a lot going on over there, especially with these kids in school. I mean, the traffic's as I go over there, it's a little thicker these days.
Yeah. How did they ever get that road down there?
Yeah. Well, they're still blasting on it, so it depends. You may get hung up in it. You may not. The last few times I've been able to slide right through with no issues, but who knows?
Yep.
Hey, Michael.
We rode there last fall, I guess it was, right before football started. We got hung up, so we were sitting there for a while.
It's amazing. You ride over there and see how much they've cut off that mountain. You
buzzed it back.
Yeah, there's a lot of rock been moved since you've been over there last.
Yeah, love working with this guy. He does a great job. Comes up and do the ball game. So you are welcome to come up Thursday night. Got DB coming for the final game of the regular season at home, and then we will be ready for the tournament, which starts next week. East Tennessee State Thomas Stadium for baseball. Softball tournament will be at our place at Elizabethton High School, they've done a really good job. And so Kenny Harden got his 500th win. They saluted him on Friday with a plaque before the game against Sevier County. Got him a big old 500 win banner. It was really cool. And so he is retiring. He's stepping away after the season. So they're going to try to win over the Gipper. And so I thought that was really cool to and it is well deserved to pay tribute to Ken Harden.
Yeah, Kenny's a good guy, and he's done a tremendous job as a softball coach, and he coached golf for a few years too. Sophia was privileged enough to play for him 1 year and Coach Hayes 1 year, and it's good to have these people that are willing to step up and lead these kids, and you appreciate what they do. Like you said, it's not an easy job.
In my humble opinion, purely mine, I feel like at some point they need to name it Ken Harden Field, because he took the field. I mean, he's really cosmetically has done so much for the field and the program, so that's not my call. But if I could vote on it, I would say, yep, call it Ken Harden Field. But that's not my call. That's above my pay grade.
I understand. That's above my pay grade. That's exactly right. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, sir. Awesome. Quick break from our buddy Justin from Physical Therapy Services. We'll come back to look at some high school sports right after this. A little bit later on, coming up in just a few minutes, as a matter of fact, Ryan Witten joins us. The undefeated ran-the-table Milligan University flag football team went 20-0 in the third season under him. First year he won 3 games. Last year they won 10 games and went to Atlanta to play in the national tournament. This year they're 20-0 and heading off to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis on Thursday for the first round of the playoffs, which he's going to tell us all about in a few minutes right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Carter County Bank. We're talking to our great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and Tom Taylor Sports Show, Dr. Smith, and the folks at Physical Therapy Services. For those out there who have no clue, tell us what it's all about.
Physical Therapy Services is a local mom and pop run physical therapy and occupational therapy clinic. We have clinic locations. We have 3 locations, 2 in Elizabethton, 1 in Roan Mountain. Our main office, where I'm located at 1975 West Elk Avenue, we focus on adults and athletic injuries. We have a pediatric clinic at 1500 West Elk Avenue that does both physical therapy and occupational therapy for the little kiddos out there. And then we have a clinic in Roan Mountain as well to take care of our wonderful Carter Countyans in the Roan Mountain community, and all focused on orthopedics and sports-related injuries, along with just general concerns with patients and people that want to be able to get out and move better. The human body is made to move, and that's what we try to do, is keep people moving.
Keep people moving. Hours are open.
7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Social media, how do we find out more about you?
Physical Therapy Services on Facebook. Look us up. You can also find us online at ptstn.net. And or you can just call the office, 423-543-0073, and we will put you in touch with the right people to get you the correct care that you need, whether it's through us or through one of our other affiliates that we work with.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, love promoting them. Again, the great folks at Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tell me, we don't talk a lot about it, Gabe. Tell me about the cold subs. Tell me about those in Port Travis, would you please?
So our cold subs, they come with they come in two different sizes, 12-inch, 6-inch, and they come with bologna, salami, ham, cheese, and then we can put whatever you want on it, and they come pre-made. We can get you in and out of here pretty quick.
6-inch or 12-inch?
Yes, sir.
6 inches, how much?
6-inch is $5.19, and a 12-inch is $6.49.
You couldn't make it for that. You couldn't go buy the bread. There's no way you could go buy the bread and make what they're going to do for you for that kind of price. The cold sub, 6-inch or 12-inch. They also sell salads. Tell me about the salads.
So we got a house salad that comes with cheese, tomato, croutons, and then 2 packs of dressing of your choice. And we can also throw our special signature onions on them. And then the chef salad comes with the same thing, but we can throw any type of meat you want on there. So a house salad is $6.29, and then the chef salad is $7.49.
Not going to bust your billfold, folks, and you get a salad too. They don't scrimp. That's kind of the motto. We don't scrimp. If you get a sandwich on those hot subs, we don't scrimp. So what's you're here all the time. What's the top 3 sandwiches you guys make day in and day out?
Ham and cheese, most popular. I'd say second to that, probably Mad Italian, and then third is probably a Reuben.
Yep. The Mad Italian is what? What do you get on it?
So you get ham, turkey, cheese, and then we can throw everything on there for you.
We got 10 cases of drinks over here. Everything, Pepsi products, Coke products, energy drinks, got all that. We got, we run through all the different Wise, Cape Cod, Toms, Lances, Doritos, Cheetos, got all the different kinds of chips.
Yes, sir.
All right here. Phone number to call is?
I actually don't know that part.
543?
Yes, 6128.
6128. Port Travis Deli, they also sponsor our Player of the Game, folks. Every time a kid plays ball, again, from Elizabeth and Tia Duggar, we give them a Port Travis Deli Player of the Game. We appreciate that very much. Gabe Sexton, folks, one of our great sponsors right here, working hard at Port Travis Deli. Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'd be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters, Horace Mann Insurance. We're back on the Top 10 Sports Show. I was talking to Miss Grabowski. She's a hoot. So let's take a look at high school baseball. Here we go. We got big games today as the season's wrapping up. You look at Elizabethton at Daniel Boone. Hampton, this is baseball. Hampton at Unaka. Greenville plays University High. Dobyns-Bennett hosting West Ridge tonight. Happy Valley at North Green. Cloudland at Teach, which is the homeschoolers, I believe. Tennessee High at Sullivan East. Unicoi County hosting Volunteer in baseball. And Johnson County will be at Chucky Doak to play the Black Knights. That's in baseball. Now in softball, you've got Dobyns-Bennett softball at Science Hill. University High at Hampton. Elizabethton will be at Crockett today. Cloudland at Sullivan East. Happy Valley will be at Johnson County. Unicoi County hosting South Green. North Green at Unaka. Morristown West at West Ridge. Morristown East softball at Daniel Boone. And Volunteer and Cherokee will play for the Bragging Rights. Hello, Gary Taylor. How you doing, buddy? Playing for the Bragging Rights. Let's see what this says right here. We'll make sure. Yep, Patsy Lions. And Volunteer and Cherokee will play with the Bragging Rights of Hawkins County in softball today. And that'll be at Cherokee down in Rogersville. All right, softball in Southwest Virginia. Gate City at John Battle. Castlewood at Rye Cove. And J. Alberton at Twin Springs in Virginia high school softball. Virginia baseball today. You've got 3 games. John Battle at Gate City. Rye Cove, the War Eagles at Castlewood. And Twin Springs and Nicholsville hosting J. Alberton in baseball in Southwest Virginia. All right, soccer. You have boys and girls soccer today. Gate City at John Battle. 6 o'clock ladies, 7:30 boys, both playing at John Battle. Gate City and John Battle, obviously, at John Battle. So that's what's going on there. That is what we've got going on for baseball, softball, and soccer. Did I give you soccer? Did not. Here we go. Soccer will be Science Hill at DB. Elizabethton soccer at Sullivan East. And that's wrong. It's going to be at home tonight, I think. That's what Tucker told me yesterday. Crockett at Daniel Boone in soccer. Tennessee High at West Ridge. Science Hill soccer at Dobyns-Bennett. That's the big matchup every time. Big rivalry in everything they do. Unicoi County at CAK. Volunteer soccer at Claiborne. Greenville at Cherokee. Chucky Doak University High. And Providence Academy soccer at Lakeway Christian soccer. And that's what's going on in high school baseball, softball, and soccer. And our undefeated Milligan University flag football coach is in the house. He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why should we trade any time of the year at the Jewelers Bench?
Well, because you get customer service. We're there to help and with anything you need. You get personal service. Anytime that you need to talk to the jeweler, he's there to talk. And we treat you like family.
Yep. You're not just another person coming in. You actually take interest in these people.
We do.
Yep.
We do. And it means a lot.
Absolutely. And you're typically open 6 days a week.
Yes.
And so 7 days you're closed to be the Lord's Day. So how do we find you on Facebook?
So we're Jewelers Bench on Facebook and Instagram. And then we have a website, jewelersbenchtn.com.
And the magic phone number, just to call them.
Is 423-542-5600.
Call them anytime. They're there and you'll get a live body.
Yep.
Great sponsor of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, he's here. Had to get him lined up and settled in.
Yes,
he's
sir.
in the house. Did you find your parking spot?
I did, right there. Front
Right
row,
in front?
baby. Yeah, right in front.
Gosh.
Yes.
Tell
Yeah.
you, it's a good sign when you hard to find a parking spot downtown.
That is good time. That's a good sign.
Yep, means we're busy downtown.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
20-0.
20-0, yes, sir.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So, flag football completes perfect regular season win over Campbellsville. They beat them. What's the final score? 27-12. So, give me a synopsis of the game. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's always a hard place to play up there. They had just had their tackle spring game, and so kind of set us up for failure there. Big crowd, rain kind of misty, weather changed as we was driving up, and but I was just super proud. We got down early. We had 2 drives stall out. One was on the 5-yard line, and then Campbellsville had hit a big play. And then continue the drive. We went down early 6-0. We responded with a big drive and passed. Lily Rumnell scored a touchdown. And then they right before the half, they went right back down and scored. And it put 12-7. So the extra points, we were stopping them on the extra points, and we got ours. And then we got the ball back with like 48 seconds in the second to go in the half, and we ended up scoring again. So we went up 14-12, made the extra point. And so then we made some adjustments at half, and we were able to kind of settle in and bow our necks a little bit. They got the ball first. They shut them down. They punted, and we went back down and scored, and then scored late there to finish it off with Ashton's big catch. So just proud of our team for bowing their neck and not giving up, not fighting amongst each other or making excuses. We just kept fighting, and that's what's going to – at the end of the day, that's what the wins are great. When we set out the season, we didn't plan on going 20-0. We just kind of take it day by day, continue to improve, and here you are set with 20 wins. So I think at the end of the day, like – the same thing with our state championship. I told Sean, like he reminded me that Saturday, no one's gonna ever remember the score, but they're gonna remember the fight, and so I greatly appreciate that.
That's what you remember right here, folks. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
That's what. And I can't remember the score of the loss to Tullahoma. I just know we got beat.
Yeah.
Could just throw up still
Yeah.
about that one. But
Right.
that's what. And you're right. That's what they remember. They remember the rings, the championship.
Yeah.
Scores.
Come and go. The relationships, when you're back against the wall, win or lose, how you fought. I think that's the lasting legacy that I'll remember from this team is just how they fight every single day.
Yeah. And they come to. I've had these girls on a lot in the season, and you told them to come at 6 o'clock in the morning. If whatever it was, they were there ready.
Yeah,
to go.
they're very they're early. They're fantastic to work with. Every challenge that we put in front of them, they continue to raise the standard, raise the bar, knocking out any challenges ahead. They do a really good job of fighting. They've kind of developed the orange and black way, and like we talk about with the Cyclones, just the grit and the hard work, the accountability, the dedication, all those good things. And so it's really awesome to see them. And then you meet them as a 17-year-old, just like I meet them when they're in 6th grade, and then I watch them graduate and walk across the stage in May. It's kind of cool to meet them as a 17-year-old, and then they're turning into the young adult, and bodies change, and just really cool to see their personalities change and how they grow up, and they mature, and then they all, hopefully number one goal at Milligan's to graduate, right? So to get them across the stage with a degree.
And that degree means something to Milligan. It's a door opener.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you about Parker and Bryson here coming up in a few minutes. A couple of our Cyclones are doing well. And so you win, you go 3 wins, then 10 wins. No, you did 10 wins, and last year you did 21 wins.
Yeah.
Now you're 20-0.
Yeah.
And now we're heading off to the NAIA Independent Tournament that begins on Thursday at Lucas, going to Columbus, Indiana, right?
Yeah, it's right there below Indianapolis. The Colts partnership, one of their facilities they use. And so there's a lot of teams from northern area, so we're in that grouping. All the teams that don't have a conference are grouping together, so we get an automatic qualifier. So if you win the tournament, you get automatically qualified for the NAIA National Invitational to go compete for the gold ball, you know.
So how many are in Columbus? 4 teams?
6. There'll be 6. Yep,
right.
yep. And they pool play 2 days. Pool play because not every team played each other, so it's the only fair way to do it is pool play on Thursday against 2 teams, and then your wins and losses, and then your points scored, points allowed is the tiebreaker, and then they seed you, and then you either got to play. If you're the 1 or 2 seed, that's kind of where we want to be. Is you play 2 games, but if you're anything below, you'd have to play 3 to get to the championship. So we just want to compete and play and continue to get better. What a golden opportunity for us to go travel and together and go play one last time. And it's not how you finish sometimes, how you start is how you finish. And we want to continue to next season starts now, right?
Absolutely. So you got 6 teams or 5 other teams. You told me off here you're going to play Campbellsville again first.
Yeah.
Who are the other teams?
Siena Heights is from Michigan. St. Francis is Illinois. Cumberland is in Lebanon, Tennessee, where Nate Stevens goes. And then Lindsey Wilson and one more somewhere. And then us, yeah.
6.
Milligan.
So you start with Campbellsville.
Yeah. Just the way the schedule ends. They always play us first opening week here, and we always go there to finish the season. It's kind of a big built-in rivalry. So it's like at least we know,
Sure.
We're not going in blind. We're not going in what-if game. We know what they do. They know what we do. It's kind of like the finals, the NBA finals, a hockey match. Those series is, when they get down to 4 and 5, 6, 7 games, everybody knows what each other does. It's just who can make the plays when needed. And we feel really good about our team. The good thing, like win or lose, that doesn't really hurt us because the tournament doesn't start till Friday, and so get up there, gather our wits about us. Obviously, we want to win. We want to really compete, but really kind of gather our wits about us and then get ready for Friday for a long day and hopefully a lot of wins and a lot of plays of Milligan flag.
So you will be played Campbellsville this 3rd or 4th time?
This will be the 3rd this year.
3rd time?
Yeah. Oh, we've played them 11 times in 3 years.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, this will be the 12th time, yeah.
And that's the one every time I brought the girls.
Yeah.
Who do you circle on the schedule? Campbellsville.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's super competitive. They were the first to get flag with us and one of the first who wanted to come to Elizabethton to play. And so you appreciate that. It's just they make us better. They've got a really unique setup. Their athletes are really strong and tall and fast. Quarterback's really elusive, and so we got to play locked in. We feel like we can smother them on defense and really, really force their hand to throw the ball quickly. And we got our rushers, Michaela Davis, Chloe Jackson, Taylor Thatcher have done a really good job. Our linebacker crew's really done really good. We lost Jazz McDowell. She broke her bottom of her ankle there on a punt return Saturday, so we'll definitely miss her. She's number 6. She's had a great season, freshman from Lithia Springs, but man, we'll rally up. That's what we do best, and I can't ask for Coach Turner. Has been a great addition to our team. He's really, really locked down the defense and done a fantastic job. And then here lately, Sean's been helping us. So what better guys to coach in a tournament than those guys?
So what's the head ball coach been doing?
Yeah, he's been. The roles are reversed. What I do for him, now he's doing for me. So it's pretty cool to see.
So
yeah,
what does he do for you?
He's just that blanket, of security that you're on the right path, and he just gives suggestions. And obviously, the team respects him, so anything he says, they go. They know what he stands for, and so it's been really cool to have him on the field. It's been really cool to have Coach Turner on the field, and just our team continues to get better. They believe in what we're saying, and just just like when you have someone else, you say, hey, make sure you're dropping on this coverage, and then someone comes behind you and says, hey, make sure you're dropping. They're speaking the same language. It just reiterates what needs to be done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Plus, it'll help come Friday night when the Cyclones play. He'll be able to appreciate what you do more because he's done it.
Yeah, I think he's learned a lot about himself. Just like every time I get down there and get to coach the corners or whatever quarterbacks, I learn. Each year you learn. Each year, each show, each time you get out, you learn something about yourself. And I think that's for him. He's always been the captain of the ship, and it's allowed him to really kind of be that third wheel. I just give him. Sometimes I just give him the quarterbacks, and he goes down and works quarterbacks. Sometimes I give him the centers, and I look down there in 20 minutes, he's still going down there. So it's been a great opportunity for our athletes to get better. They learning the game a little bit more, and when they graduate or they go home and they have kids and have families, now they have a platform where they can say, hey, this coach taught me this, and they can continue to grow the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's talk Bryson Rollins, and let's talk Parker Hughes, two of the Cyclone football players that are still playing and hopefully be playing on Sunday for Parker Hughes. Bryson's going overseas, right?
Yeah, Bryson graduates here May 2nd, I think, and then he's flying out to Finland. So going to play overseas, and the game's growing out over there too. As you see, the NFL's playing in a game in every country. It seems like. I think the Rams and San Fran are playing.
You got 8 international
Australia
games next
or
year.
somewhere. Yeah, so I just think it's going to be where the game grows is awesome for him. He went to the portal, didn't really get any bites, and went back to Maryville and had wow, what a season he had there and what a career he's had. And so those championships that he helped bring back to Elizabeth, and he's a hero in this town forever. But it's awesome to see that he's getting his degree, and a kid who never been on an airplane now is flying to Finland and making his home there. So congrats to him and his family.
I know Jimmy Stout down in Atlanta. Thanks for watching. I really still think, of course, I'm a broadcasting dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a coach, but the intangibles that Bryson Rollins brings to the table, he's won on every level. Junior Cyclones, T.A. Duggar, the high school. He's rewritten the record books in the Maryville University, and they're in the Sally League, right?
Yeah.
So he's rewritten all the records, virtually every passing record there is, and he's an NIA Player of the Week several times in his career. I really thought somebody would take a shot at him in the NFL. Maybe he's not tall enough, I don't know, but you can't. Dude, you've been around him. His heart is big as this room.
Yeah, and
he's a warrior.
He has a will to win. He just finds the way. It's not always pretty. How many games did we win? 17-14 or 18-12 or he finds a way to get to the ball across the goal line. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We have a picture that we use for our parent meeting, and it's a big pile of Cyclones and Green Devils, and the ball is crossing the line, but you can't see whose hand has it crossing the line. I mean, it's a pile of big guys, and it's Bryson. It just shows you it doesn't matter. He just found a way. So I think that's a testament to what he did all coming through. Obviously, there was growing pains coming from T.A. Duggar to the high school, and he played safety early with Carter and Corey. But he had a respect for the game, a respect for Coach Witten and the process of what it takes to compete at 4A level, and be premier. I mean, we're not playing. We have to play. Every team that we play out of conference is bigger than us. We know this. It's hard to find games, so you got to be ready. And I think it's just like you said, his diversity and just how he played every game. In his senior year, he'd go back there in safety. He didn't even know what was going on, but he just had a will to win. He didn't want. If he was going to go down, he's going to go down fighting.
That's it.
So proud of him.
He's a champion.
He's a champion. That's right.
So is Parker Hughes. Tell us about Parker Hughes.
Yeah, Parker's getting ready for the draft coming up. Hopefully his name's called this upcoming weekend, and so that'll be a historical moment for him and his family. A guy betted on himself and went down there and just put in work just like he did. When he rolled up at T.A. Duggar first spring practice, he had gold shoes on, and I remember I was like, I don't know that we wear gold shoes. And then I saw him run. I'm like, you can wear them gold shoes. So, as Jimmy Johnson said, you don't make any rules that will affect your best players. So, hats off to him for what a career he had, game changer, instant playmaker. Doesn't matter if he's running back, linebacker, safety. guy can do it all, and I think that's what's going to make him an awesome pro, is because everyone's looking for someone who can run down on kickoff, cover the punt, play linebacker. There's so many injuries now. Guys aren't, load management. They're not playing the full 18, so you need guys on your team who are that can play multiple positions, and I think Parker can do that for any team.
He ran a 40?
4.39.
4.39.
Yeah.
Put him on the bench, and he benched 225 pounds 25 times.
Yes, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah. No spot neither. No
he just did
help,
it.
and no brother-in-law on it. Yeah, it's straight muscle.
That's man.
Yeah, it's man. Yeah, yeah.
So
that's exactly right.
Then I ran into Taz, and Taz told me that he talked to Parker's dad, and that he had sit down. He went and worked out for the Titans, and there was like 10 or 12 of these guys that worked out. And he said, had two of them stay behind. Let's interview. Let's talk to you. And Parker was one of them.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah.
So that's a good sign.
Yeah, and it got a guy that wanted D1 offers, didn't have very many, chose MTSU because it's in state, and then went down there and bet on himself. And said, hey, I'm going to make it work. And so, he had some injuries and setbacks, but he never wavered. He didn't transfer portal it. He sat in there and really kind of grit his teeth, and look who we got. You got Jalen Milroe and the Scattaboo for the Giants. He played against some really, really good competition, which I think that's why they want him now in the NFL, because every day's his game day up there. It's important. Those wins and losses come down to 1, 2, 3 points, and guys like him can really make your team. And he's a locker room guy too. He makes everybody around him better. He's not going to be vampire in there. He's going to make sure that everybody's on the positive, and he's just willing to do whatever it takes.
Remember the first interview I had with him back in the day, I had been to practice, and so he said, Coach Whitten got my attention. You saw it, didn't you? I said, yeah, I happened to be there. And so he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And Coach got up in his grill.
Yeah.
And he said something. I don't know what he said. So as Sean was walking away, he said something.
Yeah.
He got back and got another dose. And so he got him twice. And so he said, that was a game changer for me. He said, I didn't respect my coach like I should have. Now, from that point forward, I did. Look, proof's in the pudding.
Oh,
so.
yeah. And their relationship now is even tighter.
It's awesome.
So it's really cool to see two men, different stages of their life, grow up and have the relationship that they have. So it's really, really, really awesome to see. And I think that's what it's all about. Just like the 20 wins here, or the rings. Those are great, and they show everyone else that you're a champion, but if you have it, if you got that relationship.
Yeah. He said that was a game changer. He said that was a turning point. He said all of a sudden I realized.
Yeah, I remember that day. Yeah,
I need to pay attention to what Coach Sean Whitten's telling me, because he's been there. He knows what he's talking about.
I think he wasn't clearing the routes out for the other guys, and so Coach got into him.
That's what it was.
So he was kind of halving it when he wasn't getting the ball. So and everybody watches that, and so that's a very, very important. We're on complementary routes.
Don't need 50%ers. I need 120%.
Yeah,
I remember I heard him say that. Said, and it got Parker's attention. Man, I hope he gets drafted.
Yeah, I do too. That'd be awesome.
Be great for this community. How about Evan Carter, 1 for 4, his 4th double the other night, his 6th RBI, and so continues to play a rock solid center field defensively for the Rangers. That just makes it good for all of us.
He's a warrior too. He's a great baseball player, and good family, hometown hero, and so just for all these young kids that grow up here, that shows that they got a shot. You just got to find your niche and find what you do well, and really, really work at it, because no one works harder than Evan.
82. How's he doing in Oklahoma?
Oh, he's good. He's Oklahoma. He's coaching spring game on Saturday, so he's fired up. They had their spring game, and I think he's going to be on the road recruiting, and but he's loving life right now in Norman, Oklahoma.
Can you imagine a high school kid and Jason Whitten comes to your house and says, would you play football for me?
Yeah.
Sign me up, Coach. I
mean,
really.
Exactly. Yeah, I know exactly. It'd be pretty impressive too. You're even college, when am I going to learn today? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So I asked Andrew about this in closing. July 1st, the new rule goes in. Governor Lee signed it. The TSSAA changed the bylaws last week, so the transfer rule becomes effective July 1st. You get one transfer in middle school and one transfer in high school. So as a coach, the new rule takes effect July 1st. I think you have until the first day of school at your school to let them know if you're going to be there or not. So what's your take? How does this impact high school sports?
Yeah, it's going to be it's a game changer, So it's hard because the NCAA, you can recruit the kids, so it's really, you can't really recruit them, you know. And then do they have the financial means to make the transfer over, you know? And so it's tough. It's going to be hard for the teams. You're not going to have just like NCAA, you're not going to have the guys grow up playing the same teams. They're not going to play junior Cyclones all the way through, or they're not going to play junior Warriors, junior Toppers, junior Green Devils. And so there's going to be a lot of moving, you know, and shaking, and you got the private school voucher in there too. So, you know, you just got to keep working, you know, the guys that come every day. And, you know, I think one thing that's going to happen, and we've already seen it, but the cores of these teams are getting smaller. You know, baseball teams, basketball teams, football teams, they're getting smaller just because of people don't want to put in the work and then have that opportunity, not have that opportunity, and someone else better moves in, you know. And so it's tough. But you know, what we do is we navigate and we coach. We give every kid an opportunity that walks through the doors every single day, you know, and that's all we can ask for. And if they give us their best, they can go home and lay our head on a pillow and say, hey, you know, we gave it all we had today. And so if we lose the Knox Gibbs and our best isn't good enough, then we can handle that. But what we can't handle is if, hey, we're never going to cut a kid short. And I think Stacey Carter's going to do the same thing. I think, you know, Coach Bradley will do the same thing at Greenville. It's going to be super competitive. The 4A is probably more competitive than anybody. You got 12, how many 11, 12 time state champion
12
in a row. Alcoa sitting down there. Anderson County, who's improved their facilities and their team more than anybody the last 10 years. Then you have we're not even talking about Nashville and Memphis. And then you got, you know, us, Greenville, in there as well. So I mean, it's 4A's tough. You better strap it up. You better be able to hit. You better be able to tackle. You better be able to block. You better be able to punt. You better be able to throw it. You better be able to catch it. And if you don't, then they're going to find the missing link in your weakness and attack you. So really, really good coaching staff. Coach Nix. Obviously, our staff is great. Coach Gillum at Anderson County. So it's a tough road. I mean, Gibbs is getting better. Carter's getting better. We've played Carter a couple times. So 4A football, you got to be tough, you know, and that's the thing. You gotta love working out. You gotta love the grind, and it's kind of like SEC world there, you know. If you don't love it, if you don't love. Jason Wynn's a grinder, and if you don't love it, you ain't going to play tight end at Oklahoma. Brent Venable's a grinder. If you don't love it, you're not going to play football at Oklahoma. You think Josh Heupel's any different? No. You know, the new guy at Florida, they just hired from Tulane. He's won everywhere. If he can win at Tulane, he's going to win at Florida. The guy that just got hired at Kentucky, he was at Oregon. Like, you know, he's bringing that mantra over. I mean, that's where sports are going. And I mean, you watch ETSU, you watch Maryville College, you watch Milligan Buffs. We're all doing the same thing. We're finding a way to finding the right pieces, and when we try to game plan it and build our systems off of our kids instead of building our systems off, hey, this is what we like to do.
Well put. I love it.
Yeah.
Put me in, Coach.
Yes, go.
I just checked it while you were talking. 122 days till kickoff.
Nice, man. That's exciting. Home game, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, make them guys come over here for us.
6 of them at home.
Yeah.
First 2 at home. Yeah. Science Hill and Tennessee High.
Yeah, it'd be great. Be awesome. It'd be exciting season.
It's a heck of a home schedule.
Yeah.
Science Hill, Tennessee High, Greenville. Oh, gosh. Granger's coming.
Yep.
But so I know where we go. We go to East. We go to Westridge, we go to Northview, we go to Seymour.
Yeah.
Everybody else coming our way.
Yeah.
6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
122 days out.
Let's go.
Just win,
if I
baby.
get through this weekend, we'll be ready to go. Let me get through Thursday and Friday.
You got it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Safe travels. Good luck.
No problem. Thank you. Thanks for all you do. Appreciate you.
Good man. Love it, guys. Appreciate him very much. Coach Ryan Witten, again, awesome. Thank you. He's a good guy. How could you not get fired up sitting to listen to him talk about his kids and his girls at Milligan University of Flag Football? 20-0 in his 3rd season as the head coach. 20-0. It's incredible. And so they'll play Thursday, get there Thursday, start pool play on Friday, and there's 6 teams. You come out of that unscathed, and you head off to the big dance, which is obviously the goal for Milligan Flag Football. All right, quick break. We'll come right back and close it out right after this. We're live here at Carter County Bank. Appreciate our guest today, and we'll do that right after this from good folks at the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters, Horace Mann Insurance. And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we want to wrap things up here by telling you we lost a good one. The Raiders. Rod Martin, former Raiders All-Pro linebacker, passed away yesterday at the age of 72. Two-time Pro Bowler, one-time All-Pro, two-time Super Bowl champion, 12 years with the Raiders the whole time, born in West Virginia, and a Raider. He's had two good things going for him. Part of the star-studded Raiders defense, Howie Long, Ted Hendricks, Mike Haynes, Lester Hayes, Lyle Alzado. Super Bowl record, 3 interceptions in one game against Ron Jaworski and the Eagles. We beat them 27-10. Back in the day, and that's still a record. And also, he also had a sack and a fumble recovery. We beat the Redskins back in '83. So that was a big one. That the Raiders winning over the Eagles, the first wild card team to win the Super Bowl back in the day. So anyway, Rod Martin gone at the age of 72. The Raiders lost a good one, and NFL lost a good one. He could play. He was a man among boys. College football news, Auburn redoing Jordan-Hare Stadium to the tune of $323 million overhaul of the stadium. Multi-purpose center for Auburn construct a 7-story addition on the Jordan-Hare Stadium, providing 3,000 additional seats, premium seats, suites, expanding campus dining options. Will also feature versatile conference and event spaces, retail venues, student activity spaces, and meeting rooms at Auburn. It will be 5 new entry gates, 13 new elevators, 66 more concession stands, and 270 restroom fixtures. It's getting big. So Auburn getting ready to start this. They hope to have it done. Let's see, when is the time frame? By fall of 2028 is when they hope to have it done. So they're going to redo Jordan-Hare Stadium at Auburn. So the rich keep getting richer, of course, and that's a big deal. And so that is going on at Auburn University. All right, let's wrap things up by telling you the National Hockey League last night. Flyers go up 2-0 over the Penguins, beat them 3-0. Carolina, the Caniacs, if you will, they beat Ottawa in double overtime 3-2. Carolina up 2-0. Minnesota and Dallas tied at 1 as Dallas wins over the Wild 4-2. And Edmonton goes up 1-0 over Anaheim as the Oilers win 4-3 there. Now, tonight, Montreal skates in Tampa Bay. Canadiens lead 1-0. Also, you have Boston at Buffalo. The Sabres lead 1-0 there. You have Utah skating in Vegas. The Knights up 1-0 there. And you have Colorado, the Avalanche over the Kings, 1-0. Game 2 of that one tonight in Colorado in the National Hockey League. So we've covered it for you. High school, college, NBA, the National Hockey League, Major League Baseball. Got it all covered today. We've had guests today thanking, of course, Andrew McKeon, El Presidente at Carter County Bank. Tyler McCann talking the NBA playoffs. And also we had Catherine N., Grabowski talking about the PGA, which we appreciate. And, of course, just now Ryan Witten wrapping it up as the head flag football coach of the undefeated top-ranked or top 10 team in the country, the Milligan University flag football team, which is awesome. Great job. All right, let's wrap it up with the verse. By the way, kickoff for Cyclone football at 122 days. It is going to be here. So here we go. We go with the verse today. It goes like this. We'll wrap it up. When things are tough and the way ahead of you is uncertain, and we need answers to our situations, the Lord will make his nearness known to us. He will simply show us, I am here for you, I died for you, and I care. Psalms 25:4-5 says, show me your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths, guide me in your truth, and teach me, for you are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long. Good way to end it. Back tomorrow, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. We'll be there tomorrow. Thursday, we will be, I don't even know where we'll be Thursday. Do I know where I'm at Thursday? I know Thursday I will be where? Oh, Big John's, no, I was there last week. Thursday will be at Phil's Dream Pit. Ooh, yeah, we'll be at Phil's on Thursday. Then Friday we'll be at, going to be moving things around. We'll be at the Chick-fil-A in Johnson City on Friday, giving Food City a week off. So tomorrow, Cannons, and Thursday we'll be at Phil's Dream Pit. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours till we rejoin you again. Coming up, we'll do it again tomorrow at 11 o'clock from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing right up the street. We'll say, as always, bloom where you planted. And win or lose, be a good sport. And thanks for watching show number 2,482. 18 away from 2,500 shows. We're on our way. Thanks for watching the show. Like it and share it. We'll see you back here tomorrow again at Cannon's Furniture. Fine Home Furnishings. So